4 for 1. .78 runs needed for victory. 9.75 is the asking run rate. Ireland were 110 for 2 at the end of 10, but as we mentioned a couple of times, they only scored 71 off their remaining 10 overs. So it's set up for an exciting finish. 81 for 7 Ireland made. Top scorer Harry Tector made 60 and only a second T20 international. And contributions from Andy Balbirnie made 45 and Kevin O'Brien made 30. Not real major contributions after that. Delaney 12 and Lorcan Tucker 12. Gary Wilson got stuck in his crease really for his 8 runs off 13 deliveries. Thompson to continue. And his first ball's gone for a well hit 6 from Cooper. And that's going to help their cause, no doubt.
Again, change of bowling, you know, and we're still bowling the same bowlers. Still no sign of our slower bowlers yet. And Cooper now, he's got his eye in and he's just hit through the line of that. And again, clears the fence. It just amazes me to see how many sixes these guys are hitting these days.
A low full toss. Lorcan Tucker's out there doing the fielding. I suppose one of the most famous balls in Irish cricket history will be Stuart Thompson's first ball on the 3rd day of the Test against England at Lord's, where he took the wicket of Chris Wokes, but it moved about 6 feet, that ball. And I think Stuart Broad at the other end was licking his lips when he saw that happen, and poor Ireland got bowled out for 30 odd. But the delight around the ground from the Irish supporters when Stuart Thompson took that wicket, in the end it just proved to be a bit of a false dawn, unfortunately. We're on Nelson here, 1-1-1. Oh, and it just chipped along the ground by O'Dowd. It beats the outstretched arms of the diving Gary Wilson behind the sticks, and 4 more to the total.
Yes, very unlucky here from Stuart. It's an absolute perfect Yorker on leg stump, but it just gets the inside edge of O'Dowd's bat and beats Gary Wilson, runs all the way to the boundary for 4. So it's definitely here advantage the Dutch. They're very much in the driving seat now, and Ireland need wickets fast.
Absolutely. The run rates come below 9 now. That's 2 down there. Gareth Delaney does the fielding. Craig Young's been in
game, and we haven't seen him since, and I'm just wondering why, and maybe he is carrying a wee bit of an injury that they're just trying to protect here. But you know, we need somebody like Mark Adair or Stuart Thompson here to put their hands up and perform a little bit of magic.
That's over Kevin O'Brien. My apologies, it's Craig Young's head, and that's another 6 in this over, and Ireland can ill afford that. Thompson's first ball of the over went for 6, and now the last ball of the over goes for 6 as O'Dowd takes himself past the half-century mark onto 54 off just 38 deliveries.
Yes, again, another 6 out of the middle of the bat. Everything just seems to clear the ropes to these guys. But again, it was in the slot there. Stuart Thompson will be a wee bit disappointed with that last delivery, because it's for the batsmen who are set now. It's quite straightforward shot that now.
And you got your wish. You do see the return of spin. Gareth Delaney now from the Malahide Castle end, bowling his leg break googlies.
Yes, I mean, it's difficult for Gareth Delaney bowling to the left-hander. You know, the ball turning in a wee bit. There's not a whole lot of turn out there, but it's gone in a wee bit to the left-hander. A wee bit easier for him to hit it.
It just might take the pace off the ball as well, because as you mentioned, with the faster bowlers trying to dig it into the pitch as well, it really is helping these 2 Dutch batsmen to fill their boots, and maybe just taking the pace off the ball may help Ireland defend this total. But it's now below 8.5 runs and over required, 58 needed for victory. And you think at this point, with the 9 wickets in hand, they should go on to do it easily enough. That's in
It's
the
too
air,
short.
thumped in the air by O'Dowd. Well, taking the pace off the ball is actually no good for Ireland so far. A couple of sixes against Stuart Thompson in his previous over, and another maximum this time from O'Dowd.
Yeah, it's a poor delivery from Gareth Delaney halfway down the wicket. That's bread and butter for these guys. And again, another six, clears the ropes comfortably. It's not even that it's just clearing the ropes. It's going over the ropes, over the sponsor boards, out of the ground.
Better ball. Better fuller ball as well. Just forces O'Dowd back into his crease, tries to punch that away into the offside.
Yes, that's a far better length and a decent pace as well coming through. Not a lot the batter can do with that type of delivery.
That's another ball is way too short, and that gets the treatment it deserves. Any club cricketer would have hit that for six. That's a poor ball.
Yeah, poor delivery, and Ireland really can't afford this. At the minute, the run rate is tumbling down. It's now about 7 and over, just over 7 and over. So, you know, the Dutch very firmly in command here. Ireland are going to need a little bit of a miracle here now to pull this one back out of the fire.
I think the miracle is like Slim. It's left town. 46 they require now. These two look well set at the crease here, hitting the ball to the boundary when they need to with the bad balls, and they can just work the ball around the ground as they need to and just take the singles when they can. Looking very good, Nick, here. Working in tandem, very little between them. O'Dowd on 67, Cooper on 64, and they came together with the fall of the very first wicket after Bostolita was out for a duck to Adair. Again, that's short, but I think that was on purpose because he saw Cooper coming down the track.
Yes, I look a great partnership here for the Dutch. Both Cooper and O'Dowd have just absolutely played beautifully. Any bad balls?
14 down, 138 for 1. All set up for the Netherlands. 7.33 is the asking rate now, and that's very gettable with 9 in hand. And David Delaney is going to switch ends now to the Dublin Road end. You've been crying out for spin bowlers, but unfortunately Gareth at the other end was very, very expensive. 12, 13, 14, 15 off that last over. Spin didn't work, but he hopped a couple of balls in way too short. No doubt dispatched them to the leg side boundary with ease.
Yes, I'm just looking at George Dockrell here, and he's standing with the two hands on the hips, probably wondering why he's not getting the nod here to get a wee bowl.
It's better ball, much fuller.
I mean, the two guys have batted really well, and you know, any bad balls that Ireland have bowled, they've hit them for six. You know, they haven't hit them for four; they've hit them for six. But that sort of reflects how bad the balls have been, that they can do that, you know. So some of the Irish bowlers will be a wee bit disappointed as to the way the day has gone for them so far.
Again, that's a better ball. Yorker length. And 2 dot balls. Just open this Delaney over from the Dublin Road end. But they're going to have to get a lot more than that if they're going to force the Dutch into what could be a tight ending to just a bit of a loose one there, and 4 more to the total.
Again, the line's a wee bit off there, and also the length is just a wee bit full. And again, you know, just easy enough for the Cooper to clip that away to the boundary. No fielders out there, 4 runs, and Holland only now need 38 runs off 5.1 overs.
Well, these two are here. That's very gettable. Cooper on 70 facing. Big, tall giant of a man as we end the 15th over. And also what's going on out there, but that's the end of 15 overs. Let's see how the conclusion of this match goes. Thanks to Garfield for the moment. So Andrew Leonard and Alan Lewis will take us through to the conclusion.
Thank you, JK. And yeah, right now, Alan, you'd have to say it really looks like only one result possible, despite the best efforts of a good David Delaney spell. 4 overs, none for 24 for him.
Well, he's done fantastically well, David Delaney. Great spell of bowling there for his team. Tony go at 6s and he kept the ball full. Good use of the slower ball to Cooper. But as you say, Andrew, really with 5:38 off 30, the Dutch have come back with a bang, and it'll be real disappointment to Ireland. 116, Andrew, they were after 10 overs. Only 70 in the last 10.
George Dockrell back into the attack from the Malahide Castle end. Yeah, the only thing David Delaney has to work on for me is appealing. He looks too timid and scared to appeal. Roar it out, son, if you think it's out. George Dockrell comes into the attack and he finds a wicket. It was flat, it was quick, it was short, and all Max O'Dowd can do is help it round the corner to Craig Young. Could there be a little twist in the tail here, Alan?
Who says cricket isn't a funny game? A rank long hop, which O'Dowd has tried to help on his way. A little bit like, very similar to Kevin O'Brien's dismissal yesterday. And Craig Young's there to take the catch, but fine innings from O'Dowd. 68 from 43. He's been a destructive player for the Dutch for quite some time. Max O'Dowd. That's a very good innings.
Yeah, 68 for Max O'Dowd from 44 deliveries. A really good knock from the Dutch opener. I said he's been the man who's been in form in this home Dutch summer. He's moved up towards nearly 500 runs for the Netherlands now in the last few months, and a really good knock. Himself and Ben Cooper have the Dutch in the ascendancy, but that wicket from George Dockrell has just tilted the game. Can the home crowd get involved now and perhaps pull them back into the match? Surprising that Dockrell only brought back in after bowling 1 over so far. Very late for him to come back.
Yeah, you could say that, but again, you know, there's so much variety out there. There was a poor over really from that end, from the Castle end, from Gareth Delaney. 2 or 3 short balls which went the distance. So hopefully from an Irish perspective, Andrew George Dockrell can bowl a real tight one here. New batter to the crease.
The new man to the crease. 96 not out, a Dutch international record just 2 days ago on this very ground against Scotland, but he comes in a very different situation. His side are on top still. They need 8 and over, but we're going to have a twist late in this game, it feels like, Alan.
Always love a twist, Lenny. Twist and jive for me, as you well know.
Pressure on
Strictly
Steeler.
come dancing.
2 wickets, no runs off 3 deliveries in this over. Short ball cut away.